Good morning. It's the 1st of June, and I've decided that the start of a new calendar season is a perfect opportunity to wake up in an ungodly hour and start a new life. There's only one thing that's more classic than starting a new life in the beginning of a new season, and that's writing a shopping list and forgetting it at home. I wrote a script and forgot it upstairs, and I'm not going back to retrieve it. I'll have to improvise because I don't remember what was in the script. Anyway, my life lately was not so bad. I was trying to get myself on track, and I've implemented some routines that help me to get into the more productive mind space. I have been going on walks and getting back to my morning pages practice and generally getting myself out of my room, which is helpful, I guess. So things do get done, even though sometimes those are not the right things. At least I'm doing something that will stay, because previously I was just wasting a lot of time. Now I'm getting some of my time back. So, in order to shake things up a little bit, I came up with a routine that I'm going to try to implement, but in all honesty, I'm not expecting it to last very long, because one of the things that I've decided to do is wake up really early for me anyway, and kind of get back some of the time, because in regular hours I tend to get distracted by other people, and at 6 a.m., nobody's going to distract me. So, yeah, yesterday I did a lot of planning. I've set up my new bullet journal on paper. I laid out some plans, and I'm going to try and do my best to hold on to this routine for as long as possible. Another thing that I'm going to change is my diet, because ever since I went to hospital in March, my diet kind of fell apart and I have been gaining weight. That's not good. So another opportunity to shake things up is to start a new diet, and in order to do that, I usually need some stress. And getting up at 6 a.m. is a good stress. We'll see how I do, and now I'm going to set up an overhead shot and show you my bullet journal. I'm sorry about the mess. This is my cat's dining table, and this is my bullet journal. Not all of it is a bullet journal. This is a story for another time, but here's what I do for decorating. Fabulous. That's about as much decorative stuff as I'm willing to make. That's my future log, and at this point in time, it's used exclusively for doctor's appointments. Next, I have set up an inbox. It's going to be used to write down ideas that I have. They don't fit anywhere else, and I should review them. Well, and here are my thinking pages. So I've decided that my big want in my life right now is that I want to get my own little house. And in order to do that, I need money. And in order to get more money, I need a better job. For that, I need a portfolio. And I need to basically make some portfolio cases. And ideally, I would like to have some courses finished. Apart from that, I need to work on my woodworking skills because I'll probably need those if I get my own house, and I need them for the videos. I want to be more independent. I'm pretty sure that that's how it's supposed to be spelled. And I need to work on my mind stuff. And in order to do that, I need to do all those things. Other stuff: lose weight, get stronger, dress up. And I want to go on a road trip during summer. Things that I think about doing. Currently, my plan is set up in a way that my day gets broken down into parts, and I do different things during different parts of the day, but I want to try a system when I do weekly sprints and I kind of concentrate on one thing. And here are the areas of life that I wanted to consider while setting up my time blocking. I hate time blocking, but it works. Yeah, so the plan is to wake up at around 6, get 2 to 3 hours of deep work. It would be truly great if I could make this video and edit it and upload it till breakfast. That's the dream. But it's possible if you just wake up and do 2 to 3 hours of work. In order to do that, unfortunately, I have to wake up at around 6. Everything has a downside. I should go on a daily walk. I should go to bed at around that. Yada yada yada. All those things. And I have also made a template for my ideal day, which I can reference when I'm writing my plans for the day. I have created a short morning routine that's mostly work. It's coffee, morning pages, a little bit of tidying up, and then work stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do during the week, because usually when I create a weekly plan, everything gets kind of thrown into a list and I never come back to it. So when I review my week on Sunday, it turns out that I didn't do anything and I have everything left to do, and that's not possible to do in one day. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do each day in order to make sure that my life maintenance stuff gets done. And here we get to June. As you can see, I'm using a mix of Russian and English to write my plans. For this setup, I was using more English than I usually do, but actually for me, using a mix of two languages is quite normal, because some things are just shorter in English. Yeah, here I have doctor's appointments that I should make, and other things, and some plans, some ideas, and some bills. I should reference this page when I'm setting up my weeks, but I usually don't. But I'm setting it up anyway. Next thing is my week. My week is my main thing, apart from dailies. And here I have all the things for next week that I want to do. Spoilers. And I'm going to go to Moscow. I've set up a weekly tracker because I work better on a weekly thing, because I get really discouraged if I miss a couple days and then my monthly tracker is ruined. And with weekly trackers, when you turn the page, it's new opportunity to make mistakes. And so here's the week, next week, starting from tomorrow. And as you can see, it's already pretty full. Those things I've made little signifiers. That means that those things are for YouTube. And I have a system where a task is a dot, but a work task is a square. That's how I can see the difference at a glance, because all my life is one big piece of mess, and so my work things and my personal things often end up in the same list. And when I have my weekly thing set up, I have my daily, and my dailies go into this little journal, and I'm not using it very regularly. And this is my plan for today. It's pretty full, and I have also wrote up a schedule for myself so that I know at which times I'm doing things. And I weighed myself. I got up at 6 a.m. I didn't have anything to eat yet. And now I'm filming an intro for my Bujo thing. So, moving along. And that's where I do my daily planning. And I tend to get stuck at this level of planning. I just work with my dailies every day, and I don't even look at my weeks or my months. That's the exact reason why I have them in different journals, and that's because I want to be able to put them side by side and to reference this thing as I'm doing this thing. I also like to write some daily habits on the margins of my dailies to make sure that they get done, like very, very small things that a lot of people do by habit. I just don't seem to be able to form habits. So I have to write things down and motivate myself by drawing a cross through a task bullet. This is everything that I have for today, and I hope that your day and your week go as well as the beginning of this challenge was going for me. After all, I did wake up at 6 a.m., so everything is possible.